and Public Information Officer Drew Sugars, all of the wonderful people who work in his department, Colleen Duffy-Felix and Todd Wilson, Walter Lutz. These are the people who bring this parade to everyone at home who did not have the opportunity to get out here and watch it today. So for all of you people from our Public Information Office, from Channel 6, thank you very much for what you do. If I could also give a little plug, there's so much wonderful information that you can find out about the city of Burbank by tuning into Channel 6 on a regular basis, and I'd certainly encourage you to do that.
And even better than that, they make us look good year after year, and with their great editing, we're able to put this parade on. Even though
they're making me look good, they must have a thin filter.
Well, we ask for that every year, whether we get it or not, but a big shout out to all of the people that make Channel 6 happen. And here comes Santoro & Sons Real Estate Group. Thank you for being in the parade today. And the Santoro & Sons Real Estate Group wants you to pick them to be their realtors for life. Their motto, we live where you live. We work where you work. Our community is your community.
And they have some pretty impressive looking canines on the back of that car right there. Some beautiful standard poodles. Wow, those are beautiful.
Thank you for participating in the parade today.
We, of course, are the home of the Bob Hope Airport. And as a part of the Bob Hope Airport family is Million Air. And they're, again, one of our sponsors today, so we want to thank the good people over at Million Air. Million Air is a fixed-based operation at the Bob Hope Airport. And today they are saluting the film, Mary, come on, it makes sense. What film would they salute? Top Gun. And scenes from the major motion picture starring Tom Cruise. A lot of people might not know this were actually filmed at the Bob Hope Airport.
From Channel 4.
A shout out to Millionaire. They were a big part of our centennial and helped do the great air parade that we did. We're joined now by the Native Daughters of the Golden West, and their theme is present snacks at intermission, and we all need intermissions. We just need some of that popcorn on over here. They took first place in the novelty division, and they're providing us with intermission time. Join the Native Daughters of the Golden West at the snack bar for 3 Musketeers, popcorn, and soda. The Order of the Native Daughters of the Golden West is a fraternal and patriotic organization founded on the principles of love of home, devotion to the flag, veneration of the pioneers, and faith in the existence of God. And we thank them today for being part of the parade.
Well, Hamir, I don't know if have you ever been over? Yeah, have you ever been over to Racer's Edge? Over on Chestnut Street. It's crazy. They have this indoor track here, and you're seeing these little go-karts. And you don't normally see traffic like this on Olive Avenue, but today's a special day. It looks kind of fun, doesn't it?
It does look fun.
Kind of a throwback to the old bumper car days, but at least they were kind of in a more confined area. Here it's a little crazy, huh?
And on a little tamer note, we have again another sponsor, this one being NBC Channel 4. And my understanding is right behind that, we are going to be joined by Conan Nolan of NBC.
Conan, of course, is NBC4's chief political reporter, and he anchors News Conference, the longest-running political public affairs program in Southern California. That's quite something. During his almost 25 years, Conan, I can't believe that, 25 years at NBC. Another guy who started when he was 6, huh?
Dave and Mary, nice to see you all. Actually, it's been longer than 25 years. It's now 27 or 28. And listen, I know the Tonight Show, bad story, got it. We're very disappointed, but you'll never be able to take the Burbank out of NBC. It's in the DNA, baby. And what a great day for a parade, and I love the crowd out here. It's beautiful. Everybody's enthusiastic. I love the applause. I don't have to ask for applause like I'm doing right now. How about a round of applause for me? Come on over here. Come on, you guys. You have one side of this olive, and what a beautiful street. I tell you, this is God's country. And I'm so excited to be here, so thank you very much for having us.
Hey,
Great
Conan,
fun.
it's so wonderful that you participated in the parade today. You know, everybody over at NBC4, of course, your colleague Fritz Coleman, I mean, always out here in the community, always available to do something for any organization and any charity in here. And I can't tell you how much I hear on a regular basis about how much people appreciate what NBC4 does.
Well, you're very kind, but you know, it's the local product. The people that grow up in this community know what it's like to be in the television and the movie business, and NBC's been, gosh, since Bob Hope started buying property out here, it's been part of the DNA of Burbank. And so we love it. It couldn't be a better spot. I have to tell you, we were heartbroken when they sold the lot. We can blame a company called General Electric. Oh, I won't. But in any case, we're more than happy to be part of this, and we're not going anywhere. We're going to be part of Burbank for as long as you'll have us.
We give you a big salute, and please tell everybody back at the newsroom we said thanks.
You're very kind. God bless you all, and thanks for having us.
Thanks, Conan.
Thanks for being here today.
My pleasure.
Another familiar face, along with Conan Nolan, Joe Gibb. He's been a comedian from the time that he was in grade school. As a matter of fact, he was known as the class clown, I guess, every single year of his education. And now he gets paid for clowning around. He was actually a Ringling Brothers clown for years, and he's continued here in Hollywood, performing in a lot of different shows. Boy, Joe, 2.5 Men, right? Yeah, I mean, boy, you've seen him in so many things. Give Me a Break, Seventh Heaven, Seinfeld, you know. You've even been on The Tonight Show with Jay. Yeah, good to see you, Joe. And of course, we know him from Good Luck Charlie. Thanks for being here.
And we have an entry today from Travel Town, a nearby treasure. The mission of the Travel Town Museum Foundation is to educate the public about railroad history as it pertains to the development of the southwest region of the United States, and in particular, the Los Angeles area. They fulfill this mission by supporting the restoration, operation, and interpretation of the historic railroad equipment at the city-operated Travel Town Museum right here in Griffith Park. The foundation supports Travel Town by helping the Department of Recreation and Parks to fund and administer the museum's volunteer programs, its restoration projects, and educational outreach efforts. Many of the museum's programs and activities are funded through grants and donations, along with proceeds from their museum gift shop. And we thank them for being in the parade today. I think this is a first time. If you haven't visited Travel Town, take advantage of it. It is a nearby treasure that every kid loves to go and see what you have in store. Thanks for being part of today's parade. And congratulations on your third place novelty award.
You know, it's so great, you know, Travel Town, a part of Griffith Park, you know, just minutes from where we are. You know, we were talking about the equestrian area earlier today. You can go down and you can actually rent horses here in our equestrian area. You can take trails right through the freeway.
Exactly.
You can go up into the hills, and if you have never done this, there's no experience like being on the back of a horse and being up on Mount Lee and being able to look over this entire valley.
Another entry this morning is our Miami Health and Fitness Club. Thank you for being here.
They're looking rather fit today and healthy. Good to see you guys. Thank you for being with us.
We're at round two. We're not sure who won round one, but we're ready for round two. Another sponsors banner this morning, Milt and Edie's Dry Cleaners and the Studio Picture Vehicles. And a shout out to the Boy Scouts that are helping bring the banners down the parade route.
Everyone, of course, knows Milt and Edie's. Been around forever, huh? Good seeing you guys.
Open 24/7. I'm not sure who goes there on Christmas Day, but they're there for you if we need them. And Milt and Edie's does a lot in this community. They give to a lot of charitable organizations and strong members of the Burbank community. So nice to have them in the parade, and we're grateful that they step forward as a sponsor, helping make today's event possible.
You know, Mary, we've seen our local high school bands here, and of course you would expect that in a local town parade. But you know what's really nice? That we have groups from outside of Burbank who also are interested in participating with us. And the Reseda High School Navy Junior ROTC is with us today. we're really proud to welcome them back. They have been with us twice now, and they are commanded by Cadet Commander Geraldo Moran. And this unit has earned several prestigious awards over the years, including being recognized as a distinguished unit for 6 years running. These cadets perform various activities throughout the community, school support and color guards for various organizations, and I can tell you, gentlemen, that Burbank on Parade is proud to include you and the women of your organization also in today's parade. Give our best to Rosita.
And you're right, David. How nice that other communities come out and kind of join in the civic pride that is unique to Burbank. But you can't have a parade without marching bands and drill corps, so we're thrilled that they were able to take time out of their day and come and spend some time here in Burbank and be part of our parade. We're doing some pretty fancy handwork there.
So Mary, maybe, as a former Parks Director, maybe you can tell me about the Burbank Red Machine Soccer Club?
I would like to take this opportunity and introduce you to the Burbank Red Machine Soccer Club. They are the original soccer club of Burbank. The club has a proud tradition of developing boys and girls soccer skills, as well as a long history of fielding competitive teams, and they enjoy success locally as well as regionally. Even more important, the club has a positive impact on the lives of Burbank area youth, their families, and their community since 1987. The Burbank Red Machine was founded by Fernando Vázquez and is guided by a volunteer board of directors and dedicated parents. And a shout out to the parents to make that possible.
Absolutely. The Clary Irish Dance Group is with us today. They were formed in 1988 by Margaret Clary, and they offer Irish dance classes in the LA area. She's a certified teacher with the Irish Dance Commission in Dublin. And Mary, I know that many organizations have St. Patrick's Day events here in town, and to watch these guys perform, with the whole regalia and the hair and everything, it's always such a wonderful thing.
What a treat, what a treat. And colorful. And another sponsor, we have Keller Williams and Local 706 banner, and another shout out to those sponsors for being part of today's event and making it possible.
It's been a while now, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 years, I forget, but I remember when the Media Church first showed up at Burbank on Parade. And if Media City Church was the only entry in the parade, they'd be a parade in themselves. They always have just a great turnout. I have to believe every year they have every member of their congregation walking down Olive Avenue for this parade, because they really do come out in full force and put on a show. In 1924, the Burbank Lighthouse Church was just meeting in a little tent over on Cypress, and that was their beginning. And of course, they've been a part of the fabric of the city of Burbank for many, many years now. And I mean, look at this show, Mary. It's incredible.
Yeah, strong spirit. Speaks volumes for this church and the individuals that are in it. Thank you for being here today. A little Toy Story theme as well. I'm guessing a congregation-based rock band is treating us to some music this morning.
Every year, like I said, I can't get over what a great turnout is. The other thing is just the overall exuberance and the excitement of everybody from this organization.
And not a surprise, they take first place float. And they actually have 3 floats in the parade. 3. Good job.
They'll all be too tired to show up to church tomorrow, but at least they had a great day of fellowship today.
I think they'll be forgiven if they just can't quite get out. They made a great showing to the community today and brought a lot of spirit to the parade route, not to mention balloons and rock bands, so we're very excited. Makes you want to join the church, doesn't it?
Wow, those guys are stars. And speaking of stars, here's to the Rivers Little Star Performing Arts Academy. These guys have been making dreams come true for many years. Dancing classes and all at the Academy, which opened in Burbank in 2012. Heather is the director and has been teaching and working with kids for 12 years now. And it's, look at these little guys. They
What
are
a great
so
effort
cute.
for your entry.
Wow.
How unique and original. Wonderful job.
All with their tiaras. Did I remember someone else once wearing a tiara in the city? We don't talk about that.
I've been known to be called queen a time or two. And very appropriately entering the whole scene here is United States Coast Guard Auxiliary. And of course, they come in a boat. The men and women of the United States Coast Guard Auxiliary, with units in all 50 states, contribute to the safety and security of our citizens, ports, waterways, and coastal regions, supporting the Coast Guard with maritime homeland security and other challenges that emerge as a result of post 9/11 era, as directed by the Commandant of the United States Coast Guard. They were established by Congress in 1939, and we welcome them here today.
It really is amazing every year as I watch this parade go past us, Mary. The amount of hours that take place to make this parade happen, the man and woman hours and child hours that put this parade on. It really is amazing, and every person who has had even a small role in making this happen plays a real vital part in what makes Burbank the city that it is.
That is true, David. And you know, these folks have been queuing up since bright and early this morning, and it's not easy to get them all out here on the parade route in fine format, but the parade's moving along just great, and we're have another sponsor banner on route.
This is friends from Community Chevrolet.
Absolutely, long time in the city of Burbank. We're thrilled to have them.
And riding on the Community Chevrolet car there is Joe Hooven. Joe, who had served on the Burbank School Board in the past. Good to see you, Joe. And Joe's now working with Community Chevrolet. And as Mary said, they've been a vital part of the city of Burbank for a long time. 55 years they've been here in the city of Burbank. That's hard to imagine, isn't it?
It is.
55 years now in the
Right
city of
behind
Burbank.
that, we have Schaefer Electric as one of our sponsors, followed by POS Connection, and they're also a sponsor. And if I could be wrong, but I think they're a new sponsor. And tumbling down the route, we have Golden State Gymnastics, and they are a nonprofit gymnastics program located at 1828 Keystone Street near the Empire Center, and they have been serving the Burbank community and the surrounding area since 1973. And they're not just marching, folks, they are tumbling. Their mission is to offer a fun, safe, and healthy gymnastics experience to every child that walks through the door. They're home to Burbank's only junior Olympic gymnastics team. Their 14,000 square foot facility is complete with Olympic equipment, and we're thrilled to have them in the parade.
Hey, talking about people from joining us from out of town, San Pedro, could that be the furthest now? San Pedro as opposed to
I think they
Reseda?
get
I
the
don't know.
award.
This is the Dana Middle School Marching Band, and they are from San Pedro, California. So great to have you guys with us today.
And of course, doing Mickey Mouse in keeping with the theme of Let's Go to the Movies.
You know, this band has performed 8 consecutive years at the Disneyland Resort, and most recently, just this past February, they were down at Disneyland. The band is led by drum majors Julio Sconamello and Chris Suggs. And the banner shields and tall flags are coached by Suzanne Vasquez. The drumline coach is Kyle Kawahara. And it's easy to see why these guys have been a favorite at Disneyland.
And they're offering a lot of color here this morning to our event.
Mary, I don't know if I've asked you before. When you were at Burroughs, what was your extracurricular? Were you in band or?
You know, that's an interesting question, David. I was pretty athletic, and this is before they would let girls compete, so it's before CIF. But I managed to get into the drill team. But let me just add this: there's no way I'd come in my costume and be in the alumni group. So, but I did, in fact. I was part of the drill team, so I was out there at all the football games and had a great time.
So there's no way next year we can talk you into coming in the
That
old
won't
uniform?
happen.
Okay.
I promptly made sure I burned mine, so that will never happen. This group is great, and what a great deal that they came from their hometown and joined us. Thank you.
Hey, Jack Hine and Michael Roberts, better known as Jack and Stench from the world famous K-Rock. And boy, these guys have certainly made a name for themselves, I guess a voice for themselves on the airwaves. And so great to see you guys. You've been, for over 10 years, they've been sharing their lives with Los Angeles and other places, far points beyond, Denver and Bakersville, Portland. And so great to see you guys as a part of our parade today.
Following them, we have a newcomer here in the Burbank on Parade. This is the T-Birds Salon. T-Birds Hair and Nail Salon has been in business for 8 years in Burbank. They offer award-winning hair, makeup, and nails. Because of their homey feel, they are referred to as the Cheers Bar of Salons. Well, everybody wants to go there and go to a Cheers bar and get their hair done. They are small, but their neighborhood vibe is amazing, and they are excited to showcase their work on this Oscar-like statuette. So if you want to look like a movie star, go to T-Bird's Hair and Nail Salon at 1808 West Olive Avenue. Thanks for participating.
Keeping right in line with our theme this year, let's go to the movies. You know, Westerns have been such a vital part of the movie and entertainment industry for so many years. And today with us is the Cowboy Social Club. They're a group of friends who share their love of the American West in all its forms, be it frontier history, the big and small screen heroes and heroines, the songs, poetries, and art of the West. This club is celebrating the past and, of course, also looking towards the future. They were founded in 2012, so they're relatively a new club, the Cowboy Social Club. What a great thing. They hold annual meetings and they attend Western social events, and it's kind of a fun thing, huh?
And right behind the Cowboys, a couple of our sponsors. Thank you to Desmond's, followed by our Charter Communications banner, and they have stepped up to be a brand new sponsor of Burbank on Parade. Charter Communications is in an entry today, and they, as you know, offer a combination of services and support for our local businesses, from internet and phone to TV, offering customized service packages backed by 24/7, 365 days of the year, dedicated support to power your business victories every day.
Hey, is this the little car we read about in the paper? Hey, real quickly, who can come over here and tell me about it? Real quickly, anybody? You get over here. Hurry up, get over here. What's your name?
Julia Toronto.
Come here, Julia, get over here. What's your name?
Julia Toronto.
Tell me about this car.
It's a 1979 Volkswagen Bug, and we completely restored it into the Lucan-mobile.
Wow, and what is your name?
Fabia Petrulis.
Well, tell me something else about it.
We work with Warner Brothers and Burbank Arts for All.
Wow.
And Ghostlight Industries.
You guys did a tremendous job. Thank you for coming and visiting with me, and it's wonderful to see this happening. Thank you guys for being with us today.
First place novelty, you deserve it. Great job. And a trophy. More of our great sponsors, Bob's Big Boy, ooh, can't live without that, Talleyrand, and the Burbank Leader. And speaking of Bob's Big Boy, we've got none other than the original Big Boy joining us today, being towed on a tractor. Welcome, Bob's. We love your hamburgers. We love your French fries. We love having you in Burbank. We're so glad you stayed. Thanks for being a sponsor and for bringing us all the great food and all the memories. I used to go there after every football game. You're wonderful.
Followed up here by our friends from 93.1 Jack FM. Playing what we want, right? That's what you guys do. They broadcast live from their little building in beautiful downtown Culver City. So we're glad to have you guys visiting with us today too. And the Learning Space, the tutor doctor, they're with us today. And wow, how are you? Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Just be careful.
We're gonna get some free tutoring, I'm hoping. Yeah, we could use it over here.
They do tutoring for students of all ages, preschool. When they say all ages, right on up to senior citizens. So they do flexible stuff that accommodates families' busy schedules, and they do weeknights and weekdays and days and nights, and they really make tutoring an important part of what helps people and their families.
And our next entry is Kids Dental Care, and it was founded in 1994 by Dr. Jerry Lanier. It has 9 locations in Southern California and 3 more coming by summer. They provide free transportation to and from appointments for every patient.
You know, Mary, I bet there's a lot of people who don't know that we have actually 4 sister cities here in the city of Burbank. In our former lives, you and I have both had the opportunity to visit Incheon, South Korea.
One of the biggest thrills of my life.
You know, it was, Mary, when I think back of my time involved with the city of Burbank, visiting Incheon as a representative for the city was one of my most memorable experiences. This is our Burbank Sister City Committee that makes all of that available, and they work with our 4 sister cities to keep our connections with them vital.
Well, and the fact that we get to exchange students and have them go to the countries and get the cultural exchange experience is fabulous. And I've talked to many of the students who have had that opportunity going both ways, and they can't speak enough about what they have learned and brought back home.
All right, so hey, come on, if you're going to talk about the movies, you got to talk about the superheroes, right? And here is the Venture crew today. I'm recognizing some of those superheroes out there, past and present, huh?
I recognize
and Captain
them,
America
indeed.
and the Joker and the Riddler, and is that Rin Tin Tin? I'm considering him to be a superhero, right?
And where would we be without heroes? And they ask you to think about, is there a hero in your life?
Wow.
Great
Ladies,
job by the scout troop. Very nice.
absolutely looking great. Great costumes. Thanks for being with us today.
Great job.
Well, Mary, you know, how many times can we talk about the people who make this happen? But they're the people who make this happen. And the Burbank On Parade Committee and Board, who, you know, beginning next week, they're going to do a little post-mortem on how this parade worked. But guess what they're going to start doing next week?
Picking a new theme and starting all
And they're
over.
going to start working on next year's parade. It's a year-long thing. And, you know, Joanne Miller and Heather Jennings, John Miranda, Alyssa Cunningham, Linda Barnes, Sandy Dennis, Cindy Bost, Rob Bost. Let's see, of course, Joyce Rudolph, who we saw earlier, Ross Benson, who's running around here taking pictures, Tiffany Breen and David Friedman, Ed Levitt, Natalie Osgood, Roy Alnoslav, Carrie Briggs, Wayne Portier, Trudy Swearington. I mean, every one of these people are the people. Don Baldessaroni, there he is right there. I mean, every one of these people really do an incredible job of making this parade happen. And everybody who watches this parade, either here on Olive Avenue today or on Channel 6, owes a debt of gratitude to these people for making it happen.
Absolutely. Big shout out to all of you. Another great parade, and we couldn't have done it without you. You are the heart and soul of this community, time and time again. And as David mentioned, this is all volunteer, folks. These guys do it out of the pure love of the community, a pure love of the parade, and we love you. Our pleasure. We're icing on the cake. You did all the baking, my friends. So, and another great parade. Shout out to all of you.
You know, we were talking about another little parade that happens a couple cities away here earlier.
Little parade, yes.
Of course, the Pasadena Tournament of Roses parade. And you know, Mary, isn't it incredible that we've had such an important role in that parade over the years?
Indeed, and we are one of those self-built entries, and we win an award a lot. We won again last year. We are so proud of this group. Another all-volunteer group, and every year they have an entry in Burbank on parade, and then an entry in the real deal. So we are thrilled to be here. I got the thrill of a lifetime during the centennial year to ride in this parade. I can't say enough for the good people of the Burbank Tournament of Roses. Congratulations and thanks for your entry and all you do all year. We love you. You're great.
And of course, we've mentioned them before, the Road Kings. No matter where you go in the United States, you mentioned you're from Burbank, and car enthusiasts know about the Road Kings Car Club. These guys are just amazing. Started back in 1952, and for the last 15 years now, they've been instrumental in supplying both the opening and closing cars for our parade. The Road Kings have 2 charity car events every year. One is coming up next month, or June 9th at Johnny Carson Park. They're going to have over 600 hot rods and race cars and 40 vendors out there at the park. If you have never attended one of these shows, you really have to do it. Whether you're a car enthusiast or not, if you love cars, you're going to love this show. But if you're just looking for an absolutely wonderful day to be out there with the family at Johnny Carson Park and get something good to eat and have a lot of fun seeing great cars, these guys do such a great job. You know, Mary, over the years, they have donated over $400,000 to local charities, and there are so many groups here in the city of Burbank who have benefited because of their good work. Not just fun of seeing their cars, but also because they have really made it a point to be a part of the fabric of the community, and when they see a need, step up and help.
Well, David, it's not just for this event. They come out, you know, we have a couple of programs for Civitan and Ponytail every year, and these cars are expensive to maintain, to restore, you know, to keep in the condition they are. And how blessed are we that they make Burbank their home, and that we see them time and time again at a community event. So a big shout out to the Road Kings. As David said, you're known worldwide, but we're proud to have you make your home right here in the city of Burbank. And the fact that you come out and share these vintage great resources, we just can't thank you enough. You make the parade possible, and for all you do for the Burbank community, we are eternally grateful.
You know, Mary, just a moment here at the end of the parade. Your entire life here, having grown up here, you have been such an instrumental role in the city of Burbank. Of course, all of your years as the director of our Park and Recreation Department, and then closing your career off as our city manager. I've had the great fortune to be able to work for our local newspaper, the Burbank Leader, and then to serve the city of Burbank as an elected official. You and I have seen over the years so many wonderful good things about this community. Not perfect, there's no perfect community. Every community has their challenges. But you watch a parade like this, you see the participants, both who are watching and who are involved with this parade, the people who make it worthwhile. And you really have to say how fortunate we are that we live in a city like Burbank.
That's right. It's why you told the story about people seeing the parade and want to live here. I can tell you a similar story. That's why my parents came here. They were Midwest. They came here to make a living, and they found a place that felt like the Midwest. And you hear that story time and time again because it's what Burbank's all about. And you and I both know, we have done surveys, what do you like best? And everybody says, we're a city of over 100,000, we're the media capital of the world, but the greatest thing about Burbank is that we have the small town feel. Burbank on Parade exudes that, and I'm proud to be here and be a part of it. I'm proud to make it my hometown.
How about then, we do it again next year?
I'm on.
You in? Okay.
I'm
Hey,
in.
and we hope to see you again next year for the 2014 Burbank on Parade.
Thanks for joining us.